political violence is a term, right? And because it is a term, it does have a definition. The question here is, does the term political violence apply to the situation that is the unaliving of Charlie Kirk at the Utah Valley University? I do think it is a little too early to call it political violence. That's my personal opinion. I want to stop some of y'all. Some of y'all are like, Charlie isn't a politician. He wasn't running for anything. Therefore, you can't call it political violence. You would be one of those ones that George Bush should have left behind. That's not how it works. Political violence is centered around motive and context, meaning your positioning has nothing to do with it, right? The example Cousin gave here was civil rights activists in 1960 who weren't elected officials but were attacked for political work. That was considered political violence. You see where I'm going? Now, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, if this pum-puming happened because someone was trying to threaten him, intimidate him because of his political position, influence, or activism, then yes, his unaliving would be considered political violence. However, if the unaliving happened at random, think like the DC sniper situation, that guy really wanted to unalive his partner. He didn't want it to come back to him, so he then unalived random people to make his wife's unaliving seem random. If this happened for a personal reason, maybe Kirk looked at somebody's girl the wrong way and he said, yeah, I want it back in blood. Again, not political violence. Or if it was any other reason not related to politics, then it wouldn't be considered political violence. Now, let me give you the piece that people are trying to tie together to make it seem as if this was politically enraged. This is the question that Kirk was literally answering as he lost his life. The person asking the question first asked, do you know how many mass shooters are transgender? No, the answer was 5. Then the next part pictured here, do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America in the last 10 years? Kirk asked, counting or not counting gang violence. Right before that person was to respond, Kirk was unalive. However, in a press conference that just happened about 25-30 minutes ago, police officials say that as of right now, they don't know if the person who asked the question and the pum-pumer are in fact related. Is it political violence? I don't know, but that's the term everybody's using and I hate it.